Nemesis.
Go, Jako! Let me see this!
Now learn why I'm called the Spirit of Vengeance. I just can't believe it. You're amazing.
It's like the stabilizer of like just general gameplay.
When I have power and they don't, sometimes I just create scramble. Like, let's just... Even I'm not sure of my footing, but let's just see where this takes us, kind of thing.
Ready. Fight.
Jako running Dispensa, Holmes.
The better Spider-Man.
Oh shit, that's right. Ooh. Oh, wrong one.
Yeah, I just like I try not to learn. Whenever I'm learning a new character, especially when it comes down to character like Spider-Man, I try not to play him with like, you know, certain shit like power, because of the fact that like, the way I operate, I want to learn the character first before anything else.
Definitely understand that. Like my first stone, or when I first started learning the game and getting good, I picked power, and I feel like it's hard for me to learn other stones because of that. Like you said, like I learned all my routes with power, you know what I mean? Or I learned all my setups with power.
Yeah.
To take it away, it feels like I'm not even using my characters, kind of.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's the same way with me in space. You know, I've used space so much. Like I think I started using space back in 2020. I think so. Like, cause for a while I was using Ryu with Soul and Ryu with Time. And then I was like, let me just mess around with Ryu with space. I don't want to really use Ryu with space. Turns out space is really good for them.
Yeah.
Plus,
Space
like,
is one of those, if you can get away with one of your characters being dope with space, you should probably pick it.
yeah,
Like space is almost always like, because you know, soul and space, right? But it depends on how it's going to affect your team. Like if you're like Rocket or Strange, like if some characters were like, space is so good in your hands.
like why not use them? Yeah, like it's like a similar situation. It's like Ryu was fortunate enough to be one of the few characters in the game that's good with almost every stone in the game.
Huh, I didn't see that.
It's just
I
that,
wouldn't
like,
even think the weak stones are wasted on him because he can be used good with the good ones.
yeah, exactly. Like he's great with mine because, you know, you can just dump meter, and Ryu with meter is actually really good. Reality is super underrated with him. Something I should probably be messing around with more because ice restands, get some resets with fire and stuff like that.
I think even the surge would assist his neutral.
Yeah, absolutely. It gives him like a homing fireball and sets up for his falling fireball stuff in neutral. Like reality would do a lot for him ideally. And then time is like we don't even need to know why it's good. We don't even need to know why it's good. But and then what is it? Soul is just universally the best stone in the game.
What was he going for there? What the fuck?
But you know, space it buffs everything about him. Like the surge gives him armor, which is really good in edge case scenarios where you want to get quote unquote parries and punish certain things that are usually impossible or hard to punish.
Block specials you shouldn't be blocking.
Exactly. Like something I like to do against Spencers is during counter switch situations when I'm grounded, I like to just do space surge immediately and parry and then boom free punish. It's like I'm playing Third Strike almost. It's funny. The box just.
I love Ryu's Shin Shoryuken in Third Strike. I know
so
it's like his probably least like favored one. But man,
it's like it's because I think Ryu in Third Strike is one of the most well-designed versions of him out there.
I
There's
kind of
like 3 different ways to play him.
Yeah, the super really changes the approach. Yeah, I agree. Like he makes a really good case for like pickable supers, you know, like making that a mechanic.
Like Ryu in general in Third Strike is just a really solid character.
Like a dungeon or whatever, the charge shit. That shit is fun. That shit's so fun to try to set up.
Like, imagine if he had like a dungeon.
The one blockable after charge, that'd be crazy. Even if it just hits you, not even a lot of stun, just opened you, right? That'd be nuts. That'd be nuts if you had a charge that opened you while blocking.
I legit think that like one of the only things Ryu needs in this game, like, is because I think this is like the best versus style Ryu in terms of just pure design. Would be like, yeah, like a dungeon mode. Not like Marvel 3, but like a Street Fighter 6 or a Street Fighter 5. Like chargeable fireballs. Like his regular fireballs wouldn't be able to be push blocked. That'd be really good for him.
Yeah, I do notice that about his gameplay because one of the things is like his setups is like a lot of times, you know, you do the Hadouken follow up and you always got to worry about the reflect. I mean, I know you could play a reflect game with it, but it would be nice if it was like Mega Man or like you said, well, a charge up having some semblance of like where you can't contest it so easily.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's like the only thing he was like missing in the game. It's like, yeah, they got my dungeon.
I will keep it a buck. I do think the update, the balance, whatever, like made Ryu like very he went from like like sorta unplayable to like playable. He didn't get good. He didn't get baller, but he like that halfway line. He like jumped right over it. Like he was right under it. Now he's right over it, kind of thing.
Yeah, the thing is like I do think that he, even in vanilla, he was playable. Like he wasn't like unusable or anything like that. He was playable. He just needed like that extra oomph, that extra push to push him. Like, okay, this is a character.
Yeah, he needed just slightly more utility than he needed the self opening as a utility.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like he had the overhead. Someone else can do something. He needed to be able to do that himself, and I feel like with that he's kind of actualized.
Yeah, he's actually like self-realized as a character, especially with like the dash cancel being so much faster.
Yeah, I feel like he's kind of complete now. I mean, he's not baller, he's not broken. I just feel like he's kind of complete now.
Yeah, like I think he's in a good spot. Like, I think that Ryu in general in this game, like whenever I was asked, what is the bottom 10 look like? And I'm like, well, generally I would put Ryu like bottom 5, but I would put Ryu like a high level Ryu. I would put him at like bottom 10.
Yeah, I agree. Like now, especially, I don't think he's the bottom 3 or bottom 4 anymore at all.
I low-key think he's like he's like on the cusp of like bottom 15.
Yeah,
I think so. Which is actually a really good spot for him.
Definitely better than where it was. Like I said, it's just. I don't know, like, getting that hump from unplayable to playable or whatever, unviable to viable is, like, huge. Because then it's just fun. Now you can play him without, like, feeling like, oh, my God, it's like everything's uphill, you know?
Battle, yeah.
Oh, this is ill. This is ill. This is Dante.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, like, because, you know, me, like, even in vanilla, I was kind of running rampant with him. Like I was terrorizing like the online hemisphere with that character. Now it's just like it's a lot easier to like do that, you know. So like just generally like all the characters I played got buffed. Like Ryu got buffed, Iron Man got buffed, Panther got hella buffs.
That was funky is you were already fucking around with the smart bomb kind of in your repertoire, where I kind of like ignored. I mean, I use it for 1 or 2 setups at most, right? And it's funny, like, just for you having the habit of having it as a viable tool, and it's buff, like, I definitely feel like you're a lot more acclimated to putting it in the attack plan than I am.
Yeah, like, cause like once
Basically, I need to use that shit more now because it's a good move now. It's a good move now, like straight up.
yeah, I agree. It's like once you actually get like accustomed to using it in neutral, like the benefits will quickly like dawn on you. Like, oh, this move is OD now.
Yeah.
Like Smart Mind is actually OD. Like people, I would do Smart Mind. I would do 2 Smart Minds neutral. Somebody would run into the other one and get comboed into the other one.
Yeah, dude, the old Smart Mine, like, let's say you threw it out and then you started comboing them and they bopped into it during the combo. They get out of the combo, like it frees them. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, like, and the buff actually makes my Smart Mind, like, set play in the corner, like, a lot more potent. Because now it's like, if they're in the air, like, I can just bop them into it. Smart Mind keeps them stabilized, and then boom, I can just continue the combo, no doubt. It's like, it's wonderful.
Like I had a couple setups where if they tagged, they get hit Smart Mind, but it's almost like you have to do the same thing. You don't get to see whether it hit him or not. You just kind of have to assume it hit. You know, it didn't have that react time. But now you can actually like kind of fuck around a little bit and still have time to go confirm if they get hit. You know.
Exactly. Like, especially like, and the presence of Smart Mind actually buffs a lot of like utility of his other specials. Now, like, you do a Smart Mind, you snipe somebody with a repulsor ray. Yeah, and then you don't even need to use the wall bounce. You can just get a full convert off of a Smart Mind.
Yeah, it definitely lasts that long now, where you can just jump special, jump jab special, fierce special, or something.
Yeah, like you can do like something I was messing around with. You put a Smart Mind above him, you air dash down with a light unibeam. The unibeam will pop him up into the Smart Mind, get a full conversion from mid spread.
Yeah, I mean same thing, because I definitely knew about, you probably did too, knew about it, but just didn't mess with it because it's not strong enough. But you know how the Smart Mind has that little explosion at the end that actually changes the range of it for a moment.
Yeah. Like
I remember trying to experiment with that, but I was like, it's just not worth it. Even when you hit, it hits for so short, you can't do anything. But now it's definitely worth investigating.
Yeah, like in the corner, if they
when it bounces on their head and shit, like.
Yeah, exactly. If you frank, and like the other thing I like to do with the frame trap in the corner, or the in the corner with the Smart Mind setups, is I will go for a HP. It's a light unibeam, and then the Smart Mind would actually, the explosion of the Smart Mind would actually keep him frame trapped and keep me at advantage. Yeah, at that point, keep my time. Now it's actually a lot better.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding, dude. I am gonna get back and get warmed up in this game again. This was a really good set earlier, by the way.
Yeah, it was. I agree.
I mean, what I really mean to say was I was impressed with your gameplay during that set. It could have been a better set on my end, but I mean, this is what I wanted. I wanted to get back in, and like, there's definitely the barometer has been set of where I am and where I'm not, and we're gonna all of these things we're talking about. I'm definitely gonna get back in the lab and get the rust off, while at the same time, reinvestigating the character now that he's different.
Yeah, like Smart Mind just completely changes like the dynamic of how Iron Man ideally should be played.
Yeah,
like it definitely changes the dynamic.
By not using it, you're definitely missing out on some strong tools.
Exactly. Like, and I think the Smart Mind buff actually kind of pushed Iron Man up a bit too.
I agree.
Like,
I agree.
like,
I mean,
like
he was almost like dead center, but I think he's like above dead center now, kind of thing. He's probably like top 12, maybe top 11.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of review. I gotta get back into playing Panther.
What's dope is they're not as noticeable or even as like potent, but even the silent buffs that Iron Man got, like the cannon corner shit, the fucking armor breaking shit.
Yeah. They do like make a world of a difference in like certain matchups and stuff too.
Yeah, that corner one was annoying. I'm glad they fixed that shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I noticed a lot. Like there was like a lot of like, there was some silent buffs that kind of slipped under the radar. Like, Chris's shotgun As for his stun, sure, but you notice it goes a lot farther and starts up a lot faster than it did
Yeah,
before.
yeah. Carol, she got a lot of those quiet buffs. Damn, look at this punk Spidey.
Yeah, like if we were thinking of like not so crazy changes, like I was bringing up to Airbus, I was like, can you make reuse hurt box on this Hadouken smaller? Because I could be throwing it at a perfectly safe distance, and I get clapped by shit that I shouldn't even be getting clapped by because of how far I am.
Huh. Make it smaller, you mean? Like
Yeah, like the forward hurt box, because you know when he puts his arms out, his hurt box is just out there. Like it makes,
where he's at. I see.
yeah, where he's at. It makes projectile wars extremely difficult to deal with, and just
because he's always gonna get clipped. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
That's like the only thing that I ideally I would want.
I see.
And at that point, like yeah, he moves slightly up too, because like just not being able to fight a projectile war
With Ryu,
so,
right?
Yeah, with Ryu it's just a lot difficult. It will make it a lot easier for me to get like the beam out and stuff like that too.
I mean, I know people ask for buffs and nerfs and this and that, and I know ultimately they're trying to balance the game. But I've always liked it when the changes like reflect the character, their mutant powers or their ability, like shit like that, like something like to justify like, well, Ryu's like the master of the Hado, right? Like I don't think he'd be sticking his hands out there with every other kid, you know?
Exactly. Like it's just like the change is like something that's small, but it will make a world of a difference. Like the other buffs he got, like the overhead change is obviously like the biggest change, because it's just like now he's got a safe overhead. That's a rarity in this game.
Yeah.
And two, it's just like
I just like that he's a pressure character, and that's where his pressure would stop, but it doesn't now. Like, it's like, nope, I'm still moving. Like,
exactly. Like that dash cancel buff, just like bruh, it's actually.
it sounds funny because it does sound like he's trying to drive impact. Like, dude, we didn't do anything.
I guess it's practically a bona fide drive rush.
Yeah, the cancel has cancel Nado.
Well, he's gonna deny super tag.
It's all or nothing.
What if, or what if, you know how you do the charge Hado? It gave you one last threshold of charge that broke their guard as much as the old Smart Mind, just real quick.
That's why JJ pays
Hell
me
no.
the big bucks. Say cheese.
Give him the old fucking unblockable Hado shit. Oh, Taekua win that. Good shit, Taekua. Oh, go to 7.
They're
Even
going to
Jako.
7.
Even Jaco's getting in on the salty sets. We're all doing FTXEs.
Mm. Nice, good command grab on the tag. He keeps trying
Look
to
at this
reset.
fucking Venture.
He should be like, if he's gonna attack, just jump at the dome. That point.
Ooh, look at Spidey sneaking.
He got the misogyny suit on right now. I love how Nemesis just out here tanking rocket hits like a fucking G. It's hilarious.
I think it's funny how Nemesis went from shit tier to like high tier from the engine changing, not him changing, the engine change.
Yeah, exactly. Then again, he did get like a shit ton of changes though. Like armor on light attacks. Yeah, that is crazy.
It's all or nothing.
And a level 3 that works. That's huge too.
Why? Because it's level 3, boy. It's borderline unfunctional.
That's why JJ pays me the big bucks. Say cheese.
Yeah, I gotta get back into playing BP again. I've been playing too much Ryu. I'm also working on that Ryu character overview too.
Ryu character what?
Overview.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like I got a free camera mod installed, so bless you, so I can just control the camera angles within the game and stuff too. So it's gonna look really dope when y'all see it.
Oh, okay.
You're too slow on the punch. You should have used light punch. Only way you can punch this is Wow, that was a great level 3. Oh, didn't matter though.
Oh, today's Friday. Yes, yes.
Oh, how it starts. He's trying to go for that damn command grab like he's just gonna sit still.
Easy win.
Any minute.
Here comes Spidey. Spider senses too.
Oh,
Come on. Sorry about that. What are you? Scared?
It's
That's
gonna
why
be
JJ
12:30
pays me
where
the
I'm
big
at.
bucks.
Jesus Christ.
Say cheese.
My ass for sleep.
That's the GG's. All right. Jako, it's live. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick.